Hello and welcome to Enjoy the View Travel. Let's talk about this week's View on Travel. So TSA is proposing a new rule for the Real ID, and this could delay full enforcement until 2027. The enforcement was scheduled to start on May 7th of 2025 after years of delay already, but TSA has requested flexibility on the full enforcement starting May 7th of 2025. Does that mean that you could be turned away? Possibly. If approved, they could do a phased enforcement approach, and this means that if you do not have the Real ID or another acceptable form of ID, such as a passport, that you could experience delays at airport security checkpoints. While they could push back full enforcement until 2027, it is still best for you to go ahead and have your Real ID by May 7th of 2025 or another acceptable form of ID. United Airlines will offer free Wi-Fi across its fleet, including the mainline and regional aircraft. Over the next several years, they expect to have free Wi-Fi on over 1,000 aircraft. They're going to start testing out in early of 2025 with hopes of rolling out to passenger planes later in 2025. United will become the largest carrier that offers free Wi-Fi for all of its flyers. Other airlines offer free Wi-Fi, but you have to meet certain criteria in order to get that. St. Lucia's Coconut Bay Resort has room for everyone. They blend adult-only and family-friendly seamlessly. It is an 85-acre all-inclusive resort that has split the resort into two sides, the adults-only Harmony and the family-friendly Splash Wings. They include private balcony rooms or patios. Some have splash rooms offering two-bedroom connecting units. There are 9 room categories between the two wings. The resort has made some numerous renovations in the past year, from expanding the lobby to adding new outdoor massage cabanas, as well as a new wedding cabana. The resort's 9 dining establishments and 7 bars, all but guarantee a cold drink or hot meal, are not far away. A dip in the pool resorts. There are 5. 2 of them are reserved for the adults only. Do not require much walking either. There is a lazy river and water slides on Coco Land, which is on the family-friendly side of the property and enables guests to go as fast or as slow as they want. Parents looking to keep their kids entertained will appreciate the Coco Land Kids Club, which offers 3 age-appropriate categories. The resort, which will celebrate its 20th anniversary next year, has begun a renovation of all of its 250 rooms, and it should be completed by the end of 2025. By the time it reopens from its seasonal closure on October 12th, the resort expects to have refurbished 25% of its inventory with new layouts that will give rooms an open floor plan feel, modern bathroom fixtures and tiles, and new balcony doors and flooring. I can't wait to see what that looks like. If you're interested in Coco Bay Resort, let me know. I can get you some details. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe. So I saw some reports from passengers on the Sun Princess yesterday that they were experiencing some rough waters. This is the last cruise of the season in the Mediterranean for the Sun Princess. And sometimes the waters do get a little rough. They were experiencing sustained winds at 60 miles per hour with 70 to 80 mile per hour winds on the starboard side. One passenger said they had a balcony room that was on deck 11 and that water was splashing onto their balcony. What are your thoughts on cruising in this kind of weather? Let me know in the comments below. I've decided to add in a cruise tip of the week since I do a lot of things with cruising, and it kind of is my niche. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is that most of our cruise lines now have apps that do a lot of different things. And one of the things that they have on there is your itinerary. So I often keep up with several of the cruise lines' Facebook pages, especially the ones that I book. And a lot of times people will book certain cruises for the port that is offered on that cruise. It's important to note in your cruise documents, it does state that the cruise line can cancel or change ports at their discretion. So having said that, it's usually going to be a weather or safety issue that will cause a cancellation or a change in your port. It is, however, a really good idea for you to keep a check on your itinerary in your cruise app, even after you've paid for your cruise in full. The cruise line will notify you typically by email when they do make a change. And this has recently happened to me for a cruise that I have booked in 2025. We were scheduled to have a port in Labadee, Haiti, but due to their civil unrest that's going on right now, we are actually going to be changing to Jamaica. And the reason for that was for the protection and the safety of the cruisers. Now, Celebrity did notify us by email that they were changing this port, and it wasn't plenty of time so that if I wanted to change my cruise because of this change, I could have. But what happens if your cruise is paid in full and you are past cancellation dates? I know that our change was due to safety, and I applaud Celebrity for doing that. And I think most of the cruise lines have at this point, and hope to be able to add Labadee back in at some point in time, just not right now. But sometimes it's a weather change that causes your change in port or cancellation. And sometimes, friends, you just have to go with the flow. They're not typically going to change or cancel unless they really have to. Okay, but they're also not going to cancel or change your cruise for you after it's paid in full and after the cancellation date time because of that clause in your cruise documents. So my tip today is to make sure that you are reading your documents carefully and to make sure that you do keep a check on that itinerary. Happy cruising! Join us next time for this week's View on Travel with Enjoy the View Travel. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell.